neshama hallelujah, hallelujah. Kol ha-neshama 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 hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Shabbat Shalom, everyone. Welcome to our monthly-ish meditation Shabbat. Tonight we will start with meditation by my friend Devin Spear. She calls this the meditation for rest for those who cannot rest. So if that resonates with you, it certainly resonated with me, that sometimes it's hard to let go for Shabbat. And so this will help us get centered and get ready for a very restful meditative Shabbat. First, divine inhalation, the Creator's breath. In, a cosmic breath out. And what followed? A human being, a creature that could be both in and out, fashioned with a living soul within, and a body that could enjoy nearly every fruit from without. Somewhere we forgot to breathe, forgot that we could not merely create, but rest. God of the first breath, giver of life to body and soul, help us find the calmness, the cessation, and the repose. To make the Sabbath our oxygen for your sake and for the sake of all creation, to stop so that we can keep going again. And now we will light our Shabbat candles. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kirishanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lahadlik ner shel Shabbat. Blessed are you, Adonai, our God, sovereign of the universe, who hallows us with mitzvot and commands us to light the lights of Shabbat. Now we will start our Yoga Leinu, if you are so inclined and prepared. We begin, I'm going to push the candles a little further away. Okay. We begin in mountain pose, so nothing too strenuous, but alert. Our feet are hips with distance, and our legs are straight, but don't lock out your knees. Everything just alert, but not tense. Breathe in and out. Kol ha-neshama te-hallelujah, hallelujah. Kol ha-neshama te-hallelujah, hallelujah. Kol ha-neshama te-hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. And now we welcome in the Sabbath bride with some half moon salutes. She arrives as the sun goes down and the moon rises. Instead of sun salutations, we're going to do sort of moon salutations. Bo'ikala, 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 bo'ikala. Bo'ikala, 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 bo'ikala. Lecha dodi, likrat kala, pene Shabbat nekabela. Bo'ikala, 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 bo'ikala. Bo'ikala, 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 bo'ikala. Lecha dodi, likrat kala, pene Shabbat nekabela. Bo'ikala, 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 bo'ikala. Bo'ikala, 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 bo'ikala. Roll up slowly. Feel the divine presence that has entered into this holy sacred time and space. And now for our call to worship, we beckon in the divinity in all of us. Having trouble keeping myself in frame. Okay. So now we're going to stand a little bit more than hips width. It's hard to say sometimes. Hips width distance, with our feet just a little turned out, and into goddess squat as we welcome in the goddess, the Shekhinah, the divine feminine, into our sacred time. Baruch Hu, dear one, Shekhinah, holy name. When I call on the light of my soul, I come home. You can try lifting one leg at a time this round. Baruch Hu, dear one, Shekhinah, holy name. When I call on the light of my soul, I come home. One more time. Baruch Hu, dear one, Shekhinah, holy name. When I call on the light of my soul, I come home. See yourself standing in the desert under a starlit sky. Now see yourself looking up to the heavens as you pray, Shema Yisrael. As you pray, you see words of light coming down to you from above. These are the words of the Shema. See these words flowing into your body through your head. See these words flowing from your head down to the rest of your body, to your neck, from your neck to the core of your body, and all to your limbs. The human body has 248 bones. Some say 316. Shema Yisrael prayer, including the Ve'ahavta, has 248 words. Now see these words flowing into each of your bones, one word for each bone in your body. Now envision your entire skeleton with words of light imprinted on every bone. See this light flowing from your bones to fill every cell of your body. See this light, envision your whole body aglow with this divine light. See this light radiate outward from your body to touch everyone and everything around you. Every time you pray the Shema, envision the words of light entwined within your bones. Envision the words as a part of you, as the essence of your being. All my bones shall say, O God, who is like you? Bless Adonai, my soul. To all my bones bless his holy name. So, for the Shema, we won't do all 248 words, but the first two lines, breathing in deeply and letting each word be a whole exhale. And as we do so, we will flow into triangle pose, feeling the length of our legs really like sinking into our bones. So turn this way just briefly so you can see the shape of my legs, and then I'm going to face this way to do it. Your front leg is slightly turned out and sort of bisecting. It should be a little wider than I'm doing right now, but it's hard. My mat goes this way. Bisecting the back foot. And you're going to lean this way and imagine yourself between a pane of glass. So everything is very straight and in line. And then we'll do the other side as well. So again, as we do this pose and as we sing the Shema, chant the Shema, nice and slowly, instead of just feeling this stretch, really feel your bones as you sink down each way. Feel everything that has to work to get into this pose. This is a pretty, not super strenuous again, but very full-bodied stretch. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. Baruch Malchuto Leolam Vaed. For our meditation, I invite you to get into a restorative pose. So, as I say, every month, pretty much, if you have a job where you spend a lot of time on your feet, I recommend Happy Baby, or even legs on wall. If you have a wall to support you, just sit with your butt right up against the wall and let your legs just float over you. Or for Happy Baby, I'll do it this way. On your back, and you just kind of hold your legs and rock. Let the blood flow back up to your upper body. Massage out your lower back with the floor. Let your legs really sit into your hips and stretch out that way. If you have a more sedentary job and you get a lot of back pain from sitting at a desk all day, a good restorative pose for you is child pose. So your tushy stays on your heels. Your knees are a little bit spread so that your torso fits right in between them. And lean forward with your chest as low as you can get it while keeping your seat on your heels as well. But it's hard to hold those positions and lead the meditation, so I'm just going to get on my yoga cushion and stretch out my hamstrings a little bit like this while I lead you. So once you're in your restorative pose, close your eyes. And imagine you are on a precipice, a threshold, a boundary. What is on the other side? Freedom, change, transition, something new, something different. It holds all the promise of wonder and fear, of danger and opportunity. You cannot quite see from this side what will be on the other. As you hover at that threshold, on the boundary, over the precipice, you look outward, but also inward. From where does your strength and courage come? Find it inside you, in your gut, in your heart, in your head, in your memory. Do you gather strength from an ancestor, from a teacher, from a book, a character, from God? None of us is ever truly alone. We don't exist in a vacuum. Whatever strength, loyalty, faith, courage you have, you learned somewhere. hold on to that teaching, that teacher, that character, that ancestor, that faith in God. What leads you forward? And now, cross the boundary. Jump off the precipice. Enter the threshold. What do you find? You find light and holiness. You find hardship and challenge. You find love and godliness. What do you do with that combination? Do you run back the other way, or do you keep forging forward? Do you meet each challenge? Do you shrink back? Do you embrace the holiness? Do you revel in the light, or do you seek shade? What would that ancestor, that teaching, that teacher, that character, that book, what would God tell you to do? You've crossed beyond their reach now. They're always in your heart, in your mind, in your gut. Listen for that small, still voice that guides you. May you make the right choice. May you find all of the promise, opportunity. May you be safe, healthy. May you be free. Kol ha-neshama hallelujah, hallelujah. Kol ha-neshama hallelujah, hallelujah. Kol ha-neshama hallelujah, hallelujah. Kol ha-neshama hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Hallelujah. We say our healing prayer for those ill, injured, or recovering from surgery. As I share the names on my list, I invite you to share any other names in the chat as well. Mary Kennedy, Rosalind Cantu, Mike Haug, Lori Perry, Nick Joliot, Ariel Batsluga, Rhoda Weather, Skip, Kathy, and Jeffrey Brace, Rhonda Butler, Ricky Grant, Shoshana Bud Abraham, Minna Dornfeld, Juliette Origi, Leslie White, Ann Cohen, Charlotte Birch, Anita Ash, Joseph Matter, Daryl Swan, Steve McGrew, David Ray, David Harper, Doris Hudson Trujillo, Susan Smith, Mary Lou Manzelli, Gary Sullivan, Kevin Kossoff, Devin Kennedy, and Herbert Levy. El Narifanala, El Narifanalo, El Narifanalanu. Paul Abel and George Neal. El Narifanala, El Narifanalo, El Narifanalanu. 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 We say the last few lines of our Aleinu prayer, the words that mean on that day, before that, the words that mean that every heart will turn toward God and will know that God is one. And on that day, all of the world will know that God is one and God's name is one. And in order to make that day happen, in order to bring about a messianic era of peace and liberation for all, we must be ready for whatever comes. We must be ready for that messianic age. So we want to keep our backs nice and limber for whatever may come in order to build bridges and reach out to our neighbors. So we're going to do some cat-cow while we do that. Start in neutral spine. V'hashevota. Sink your belly low and stick your tushy out. Elevavecha. Curve your back like a Halloween cat. Ki Adonai Hu ha-Elohim V'hashevota Elevavecha Ki Adonai Hu ha-Elohim V'hashevota Elevavecha Ki Adonai Hu ha-Elohim V'nemar V'hai-Adonai L'melech al kol haaretz Bayom hahu, bayom hahu, Yeh Adonai echad, Ushemo, Ushemo, Ushemo echad. We turn our thoughts now to those who are no longer with us in body, but remain with us in spirit. This week marks a yahrzeit for Albert Sacken, Isabel Manning, Claire Chu, Murray Simon, Marion Max, and Eric Markowitz. And we're still within the year of mourning for Arizona Breeding, Fran Warona, Rick Grossman, Aura Alva Leon, Sharon Buell, Mona Mandel, Ruth Bader Ginsburg, Patricia Michaels, Joe Davis, Kathleen Schindler, Jamie Bellitz, Neil Savage, Ann O'Neill, Bruce Schechter, Bernard Strassner, Ruth Sherman, Louis Aaron Honig, Jean Sullivan, Carol Rubel Magrum, David Nemero, Tom Lombard, and Marion Finkel. Mourners and those who wish to join them may rise, or if it's not too macabre for you, you may join me in final resting pose as we recite the Kaddish. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah, ve'alma divra chirutei v'yamlich malchutei, v'chayechon u'v'yomechon u'chayei dechol beit Yisrael ha'agala u'bizman karib imru amen. Yehei shmei Rabbah mevarach le'olam u'almei almayah. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh v'yithadar v'yit'aleh v'yithalal shemei d'kudusha b'rechu. Ve'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbachata v'nechemata, da'amiran ba'alma v'imru amen. Yehei shlam arava min shemaya, chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom b'mrovav, hu ya'aseh shalom, aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom b'mrovav, hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'imru amen. Ya'aseh shalom, ya'aseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Ya'aseh shalom, ya'aseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Ya'aseh shalom, ya'aseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Ya'aseh shalom, ya'aseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Ve'imru amen. If you rose for Kaddish, you should still take a moment in final resting pose. Take a minute to let the stretching and the meditation all sink into your bones. Let your bones melt into the floor. Take at least 3 deep breaths down there. And when you're ready, give a big morning stretch. Reach your toes as far as they can go, your fingers as far as they can go in the other direction. And come into a fetal position. Take a deep breath. And boost yourself up, not too quick. Don't give yourself a head rush. And seal in your practice into your third eye. and your heart. We'll do a couple announcements and Motzi and Kiddush, and then we'll close with one more round of Osei Shalom, just to end in a very peaceful mode. For announcements, things are sort of starting to wind down for the summer, but we do have a couple more things left on the horizon. Tomorrow morning at 10 a.m., there will be an outdoor in-person Shabbat morning service at the synagogue. Same thing for at least July and August, the first Saturday of the month, outdoor in-person Shabbat morning service. Tomorrow night, Havdalah streaming on Instagram and Facebook at 8. Sunday at 1 p.m. Is our next cleanup day to get a little bit further along with some of the stuff going on at the temple, to prepare to organize the books for our tag sale and do some other cleanup work. If you are available, come along and help us. And the following Sunday, the 13th, is that tag sale, that yard sale. So you are free to also join us that day, either to buy or to sell. If you are interested in selling, there is a form somewhere on the website. I think the sign-up link was in Debbie's last e-kibitz, so that you can rent a spot, $10 for a spot, and then as many goods as you can fit in there, you can sell to your heart's content. And I think that's it for the next few weeks. Oh, and there are 2 more Torah studies left before those also take a hiatus for the summer. So this Thursday at noon and next Thursday, the 10th. No, wait, that's this next Thursday. And the 17th at noon. Those will be our last 2 Torah studies. Okay. I think that's it. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, borei peri hagafen. Amen. Chaim. We give thanks to God for bread. Our voices rise in song together as our joyful prayer is said. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, hamotzi lechem min haaretz. Amen. B'te'avon. That's a cute sticker comment, Jillian. Osei shalom bimromah, Ya'aseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'imru amen. Ya'aseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Ya'aseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Ya'aseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Ya'aseh shalom, Shalom Aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'imru Amen. Shabbat Shalom and Shabbat Shalom. Everyone, have a wonderful, restful next 24 hours. Bye.